All right, round 3 of Brotato, or what is this, round 4, I guess. We did well-rounded, we did Brawler, we did Crazy. Now we're going into Ranger, the all-ranged basic character. If you're going Ranger, I think you're supposed to go SMG or maybe Slingshots. I think SMG is the better of the two weapons, so that's what I'm going to do. Difficulty 5 as always. We start with that pistol. We're going to get rid of that as soon as we're able. Also, Ranger has I think it's like a minus 25% on HP bonuses, on, HP gains basically. So he's going to be glass cannon kind of by default. So we're looking for to lean into that more than anything. Just try not to get hit. So here we're looking for harvesting or range. So there's a harvesting, we'll take it. Now we're looking in particular for SMGs more than any other ranged weapon. Like you could do something cute with like Ghost Scepter, I guess, with the Ranger. I've never done that, or at least not often. Not going to do that now at a minimum. We are going to just look for SMGs. There's one. Ugly Tooth is really, really good, especially with SMGs, because you're hitting a lot with them. We just can't take it right now. We just hope to see it again. It is a unique. We just hope to see it again soon. We just need to find more. See Ugly Tooth twice before the next SMG. My goodness. Come on. One more reroll. Okay, at least get to lock it in. And off into wave 2. So there, you just have to be really aggressive trying to get the weapons you want. You get your 6x filled out in your first few rounds. So what, I spent like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 there. So that's 15 I spent just looking for the SMG. So the SMG was effectively 15 more expensive. That's almost a cheap item. There's range. We'll take it. Take SMG. I would like coffee. I would like Scar. I'm going to keep re-rolling until I find my SMGs. I will lock these, though. 5 is going to be enough where I'm going to be willing to lock them. Getting more loot aliens is just going to be really good. So that's why we're taking the whistle. And then, what else did I just lock? Oh, plus HP. Yes, HP is a premium. I know it's don't get hit, but you need to be able to take a hit. You just can't die one shot. So bump up the, what is it, loud yelling, loud noise, whatever it's called, the plus 5 HP, minus 1. I think it's minus 1 HP regen, maybe? Oh, double range, that's awesome. Take this heart. What is it? Yeah, 5 and 1. So the 5 isn't actually going to be 5. It's only going to be 4. So, and this time it was only 3 because of the way the percentage broke. So it says modifications are reduced by 25%. And it does do like the math behind the scenes. So you might be at 0.5 or 0.4 kind of thing, and it's not showing you that. But anyway, we'll take our whistle. There's another SMG to lock up. And now 50% of the time we'll get to see a loot alien. Other things we need to be focused on is getting piercing, because every one of these shots doesn't actually go through. It matters. Piercing matters slightly less with SMG than other ranged weapons because you're not worried about overkilling the front guy by so much and not pushing the damage through, because the SMG's damage is relatively low. The push through doesn't matter. It's just another shot that does it. That said, you still want to get your piercing for round, what is it, A9, where there's the big waves. Okay, this is our all blue round. I generally like to make this my speed round, so that's just what we're going to do. Take my SMG. Do I want to take mutation here? That's interesting. Not going to be knockbacking much anyway. They don't have any knockback. I am going to take the mutation. Now we are looking to dump this pistol for this SMG, lock up this gentle alien, take our coffee, spin one time, lock up a range thing, go into our next wave. So now we're just looking to really push up range damage, because for SMGs, it's every 2 range you have is 1 damage. added to them. And that's at all SMG levels. When you upgrade SMGs, they don't actually upgrade that well. They don't upgrade their speed. They don't upgrade they don't upgrade their attack speed. I don't think they upgrade their crit chance. Basically, the only thing they upgrade is their raw damage output, which is great because of how fast they fire. It is important. Also, I don't know if you just saw, I focused that loot, not the loot alien, the curse alien. They are important to get your curse chain going. Not harvest, not range, not damage percentage in general. We'll take the speed. This will be enough speed where we should be good for most of the remainder of the game. And then we'll take this. Could take damage percentage. This one's hard between heart or triceps. I'm gonna take the heart. Okay, more guys, lens, weird food is always welcome. Missile's something to consider, but I'm just gonna spin, lock that up, lock this lemonade up, and go into the next round. I may overvalue HP regen, regenning from items. So I undervalue HP regen, but what I really like to do is make it so that when you grab a cactus, when you grab a crate, that it gives you a good boost, because you could kind of leave them sitting around. They're like HP regens that are just waiting for you. You leave them on the board for when you need them, and that only works if they're going to be significant enough, though. I just got hit, just take 2, and I'm basically at full again. I will say I am going to want to get a little bit of lifesteal. Lifesteal works based on how many, every bullet that gets fired, basically. Every bullet that makes contact has that percentage chance. So when you're firing this quickly, you get a lot of lifesteal opportunities. Terrified onion. I don't really need to speed up that much. It's due. I don't think I want this. I'll sell it. Range. My range is already going to be really good. That's it. My range is already going to be really good, so I'm just going to take this range damage. Take this SMG. Take my lemonade. Not going to take this, even though it's cursed. Minus harvest just sucks too much. 3% lifesteal would probably be the only lifesteal I need, but I'd be more inclined to buy this butterfly than to buy this bat if I was buying one of these two. But I think I'm going to buy none for right now. Reinforced steel, great. I love small fish in many builds. I don't love small fish with SMGs because you're just going to knock them below that 75%, and then it just falls off what it actually does. I'm going to lock this metal plate. I'm seeing that my first wave is a horde wave. My first, hard wave is a horde wave at 12. So I think I'm going to be good with that, but that does mean I need to find piercing. I'm going to unlock this. I need to hunt a little harder for piercing. I'm going to take this SMG. I am going to lock up this fertilizer. Just all upside harvest. Run down these balls, these eggs, whatever they are. That's what this... Okay, I'm dealing 9s, I'm dealing 11s. That's good enough for now, because of the speed at which you're firing them. As you can see, most of these board waves are kind of melting as I get near them. Gonna want to continue to, of course, push those up, but we're at least on par, on track to where we need to be. There's one. I was literally just thinking, man, that the whistle isn't whistling that well. But there we go. Medical turret. 18 is just so little that healing for 3, if you run by it, healing for 10% as you run by it, maybe you get a 20%, as you make a second pass, is going to be better than 18 generally. Okay, I'm not going to take another range. My range is now sufficient. I will take this luck over the attack speed. And +3 range is just like exactly what the doctor ordered. Hey, there's that ugly tooth I said we'd wait on. So take our fertilizer, take our ugly tooth. Hedgehog is just expensive for +1 range damage. Just kind of expensive for what it is. I need to find piercing. I can't spend the 48 on that, or whatever it was. Same thing. I want another weird food. My consumable is only +3. It'd be great to make it +5. It would be great to make it +5. I am going to take that. Well, I'm definitely taking this lens. Sniper rifle. It's so slow, and then it's neat. Like it spawns 5 projectiles that do a bunch of damage, right? But like they have to hit, and they aren't like auto lock to hit. They just fan out. I'm not going to take sniper rifle, even though it's purple. Even though it's purple. Yeah, I'm going to spin that away. I kind of want that scar. I kind of wouldn't mind this metal. I'll lock up this scar. I'm not going to lock up the metal. Yeah, I'm not going to lock up the metal. Now, whenever I have one of these kind of turrets, I kind of like to be near it. Like, you know, I of course keep moving, but to whatever degree I need to. But I don't want to be too far from it, because you can't use it if you're across the board. And you don't want to feel like, oh, I got to race back to it, and then you take a bunch of hits trying to race to your heal, right? Like, getting damage to heal is negating the purpose of the heal. So, you know, you just kind of stay in its general vicinity. Poke your head out, make sure that you're not missing any loot aliens out there. Any clearing out trees, whatever, but you know, just keep cycling back. And I'm taking out these dashing, you know, guys pretty well, including the horn one. I never saw a piercing yet, and I'm about to go into the wave where piercing might matter. I'm going to hope, and I think that my damage output is enough where each one of the little white guys only takes 1 to 2 hits, because if it takes only 1 to 2, I don't actually need the piercing. The damage itself will be sufficient. Okay, so we're going to take our scar. Going to take a pair of SMGs, going to take this spyglass. Spin one more time. Piggy bank. Let's go. Now I might lose. I lose all the time when I take piggy bank, because I'm not like actually good enough to not fight the waves. Like, you have to wait a couple waves for it to be good. I really want celery. Let's see. So this wave is 9. Wave after is 10. If I want the piggy bank to get going, I can't afford to spend it on the celery. Okay, I'm not gonna lock up the celery. I could have maybe done the wave 10 celery. Maybe I should have. Wave 10 is the one where they all come at you from different directions, and I normally hate that one a lot, where they don't spawn in groups. They all spawn kind of individually. But with SMGs, it matters less, because you're not. The reason that wave is hard is because of the cooldown on your weapon, and the fact that you can't group them up, so you're not getting like the multi-hit from it, or you know, you're not getting the multi-hit. Like when you swing a sword, it hits one baddie, and then it has to recharge because you couldn't get 5 with it because they were kind of all spread out. That doesn't happen with the SMG, because they're just firing at such a big rate. You're doing a little damage a lot of times and a lot of damage a couple times. So that wave is an easier one as a result. That said, again, if it's also a good wave to... Not going to take that. Ooh, plus 20 attack speed, red. Let's go. Take our range damage. Okay, there is our piercing. I'm just going to lock both of these up. I'm going to lock all 3 of these up. That's going to be great. But now I just got a free 80 something. So it just paid for itself. It just paid for itself, the piggy bank, by me just being willing to wait around. And again, this is not one of my favorite rounds, but with SMGs, it's very, 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 very manageable. I would like my damage up a little bit more, or if that piercing was here already, but, you know, I forewent it to, by waiting around, I bought, what, eight material. That's kind of, you know, what the piggy bank does. Or maybe 16 material, I guess, 16 material. Coupon, great. Range damage, well, let's do this. Now, I will take one of these, I think. I could either buy both of these or just the bandana. I guess I'll buy both of these for now. I'll reroll one time, lock this up. If I'm going to take celery, it has to be now, because I can't do it into wave 12, and then I can't do it into wave 13. The thing is, this is going to be the wave with the mummies, like the mummy ball things, and they already take so much to take down. It's really hard to pass up this XP gain, though. If I take this, I'm going to want to take this, I'm going to want to take that, like, and that's the problem. It's like and then I'm going to be sacrificing the piggy bank. I'm not going to take the celery tea. That was rough, but yeah, like that would have been twice as hard to kill, and that's just not, without the piercing in particular, because I'm still waiting on the piercing, that just would have been way too unmanageable. Yeah, glad I didn't take that. You know, the piggy bank has now paid me a couple, like well over 100, 150, you know, so half a round extra already. But you do have to forego some things, like I just didn't get celery because of it. So it's not free. Yeah, and see, I'm not like crushing this wave by any stretch. I would have been in a lot of trouble. I would have been in a lot of trouble. But I'm not. Piercing would be really helpful now. You can see they're starting to pile up where the piercing would actually be doing something. But I'll take that going into the next round. I need it, of course. Fertilizer's great. I'm really going to try to get that ranged here. I mean, luck's nice. I don't need harvest. I'm going to take this damage percentage because I'm about to go minus 10 damage percentage. So I'm going to undo that is what's going to happen here. And I'll take an attack. Okay, so take our bandana. Grab another SMG. I'm going to take this missile. I'm going to reroll one more time. And I'll just lock up Shady Potion, which will basically be free. I'm going from 167 to 1040, so basically free Shady Potion. Okay, so now I've described this before. In this wave, I like to stay in this corner because it makes it so that my piercing actually pierces successfully because there's nothing behind me. If there's things behind you and you fire out into, you know, the blackness, you don't pierce. So by keeping everything in front of me, by staying in the corner, the piercing pierces each time, which then clears the waves better and better. And as you can see, I'm about halfway through, and this wave has been completely manageable so far. If it starts to get unmanageable, I'll just juke down south. Is it getting unmanageable? Nah. And then the material, I'm not even going to really try to collect. I lied a little bit. But I'll just get it next round. I'll store it all for the most part. Take these trees out. Get a nice chest. There we go. Store 180. Armor. You know what? My speed's only 6. Where'd all my speed go? So I'm going to recycle this. I will take this luck this time. I need to get speed up a little bit. I'm going to take this whetstone. This is great because, again, knockback already doesn't matter. This is going to be our sustained. 4% lifesteal with these fast shots will make up. Will really regain us some life. But our max HP pretty low. So going to take that whetstone. Going to take that shady pot. Going to take that fertilizer. Reroll. Going to take this acid. Bump us up to 40. Stone Skin does stone nothing. Reroll one more time. I think I'm just going to lock these. Stay. I will take this fertilizer again. So 978. Let's see, what's the piggy bank giving us so far? 393. So about a wave's worth. A normal wave's worth. Now it's going to have given even more than that. Our damage is still really good. Or good enough. Not really good, but 20s, 18s, 23s. You could tell, like, if your damage is decent by how quick that tentacle thing melts, because that just has a lot of HP. So the fact that I'm taking him down, relatively easily. Our lifesteal is, see, our lifesteal brought us all back there, didn't even need to use. I just saw a loot alien. I'm never getting down there to it, though, with all these, everything going on here. Or is it? There it is. There it goes. Oh man, a pink tentacle is a problem for this guy, this potato, this build. Gotta make sure I'm grabbing enough material to undo the ones that I left over from previous round. Oh, but don't want to die doing it, right? So I have 10 left over, so everything that sat. That's just fine. Don't die. Metal plate, I'll take that. +4 armor, very welcome. Padding, look at that. I mean, padding plus our piggy bank, which has paid us that 588. But padding's gonna pad our stats there. Take that small magazine, take that SMG, leave this wisdom behind. Take reinforced steel and realize that I need to start getting speed back. One more reroll. One more reroll. Lock this up. There's our speed. We're going to take that now. I lied. We'll take it next round. We will take mutation now. We just don't want to have two things locked up. We want the additional rolls to have happened. The additional item of this round. So this can be oh man, I'm slow. So this one might be a little difficult because my range is so good that I'm popping those like, oogie boogie looking guys by accident, and that's what leads to those little guys just running amok. But luckily, the way SMGs work, the small damage, they don't actually take that much to kill those guys. They just need to get hit. And the SMGs do that, at this range. So the same thing that's popping them by accident is the same thing that's taking out the spawns, the secondary spawns pretty well. So again, not overly concerned. Yeah, I'm managing these pretty well. There's not red balls flying everywhere. Sometimes in this round, there's like, do you just red balls everywhere, and you're just like, how am I going to survive this? But that didn't really happen here. And I cleaned up all of the banked material that I was missing. Okay, so I'm going to take another reinforced steel. It keeps giving me range damage, but my speed is actively 0 now. I'll take level 3 armor, but now our speed's 10 again, so feeling good. And I'll take this beanie because our range is really good, and we just keep pushing our speed down. Yeah, I'm going to take community support, just a variable bonus to attack speed. The worse it looks, the better it is. The worse the situation looks, I should say. The more baddies are out there. Barnacle's what I'm going to take here, and then I'll lock up this reinforced steel. Spin one time. Great spin. Gonna love both of these. Now we gotta hunt down our baddie. Okay, so this is glad I have the attack speed. Rather, the speed, not the attack speed. The speed, because this is a know the pattern, dodge the pattern baddie boss. Oh, didn't dodge that well that time. He's one of the more manageable ones in my mind, but this is why you need the speed, because without it you can't dodge the pattern even if you know it. There he goes. Managed this one pretty well. Collect our material. A lot of chests sitting around. That's nice. I'm seeing 20s and 30s now. Go clear out this tree. And hopefully our red thing is good. Metal detector will take. Unfortunately, our red was Garbo for us, so we'll just recycle our robot arm. Oh, maybe that wasn't our red thing. So yeah, we'll definitely take diploma though. Plus 50 XP gain. So that was actually great, right? It was a bonus red. Here we could finally like make our dodge positive, I guess. Can't just leave it negative forever. I mean, can, but when you in round 20 when you're fighting the double baddie, you're just it's some amount of time you're gonna get hit with something. So we'll take that, and then we'll clean up all three of these. Big arms, huh? Yeah, we'll take big arms. Plus 3 damage on all of our SMGs. We said we wanted our dodge to start increasing. This is great. Also, it should only be minus 2 HP. But it was... Oh, but the spend's pushing... I was like, why was it more? The spend pushes it down from our padding. So we'll reroll once. Lock up this SMG. I actually forgot that we had the padding a little bit, so I should have been even more proactive in spending less to keep our HP higher. Then maybe I didn't need to buy things like the armor. You know. Oh, again, we're clearing out waves pretty well, so I'm not too concerned about it. Our range is really far. Yeah, everything's basically melting. Not feeling like too many baddies are on the board at any given time to overwhelm. Our dodge there. I thought I was gonna get that horn guy down before he got his dash off, and I didn't. But, you know, our dodge dodged. It did the thing. We'll sell landmines. They're just not going to matter. We'll take a broken mouth. And we'll take a red attack speed. That's great. Baby with a beard. I think I'm taking nothing this round. I think I could afford it, and I'm just going to really ride the, what, plus 300 for the piggy bank. Yeah, which is plus 3 or 4 HP, which is actually the thing we're shortest on. Man, I'm sorry about all that background noise. One client texted me over and over again. It's like 7 p.m. so didn't expect a work phone to be going off. Anyway, solid round so far. We got the piercing we needed. Our damage output's really good, as you're seeing. Our DPS. As I stand around and I say that, and all of a sudden it starts to feel like the wave's turning. Now the wave should be turning a little bit, right? I did nothing. Oh, come on, let me get that loot alien. I did. Nice. It should feel like it was turning a little bit. It's we bought literally nothing. We didn't improve, and the game did. The baddies did. Reroll this, nothing for us. Probably take this damage percentage. Yeah. Take attack speed. Okay, so now we'll take some stuff. We'll take that baby with the beard. We'll take that SMG. So there is a diminishing return on attack speed with all weapons, but in particular SMGs. They cap out at 300. If you're over 300, you're effectively 300 and 3000, I believe, are the same. Because there's something where it can only your attack speed is limited also by the animation, and SMGs already firing so fast that the animation like is the minimizer. But you can see it doesn't matter the level because I have all 4 levels here. It cooldown exactly the same, range exactly the same, piercing exactly the same, crit exactly the same. So that's 1, 2, same thing, 3, same thing, 4, same thing. It's literally just how much damage each individual shot does. 29, 36, 42, 51. Let's just re-roll here. Well, if 1 baby with a beard was good, 2 babies with a beard is better. It's just kind of another form of piercing at that point, but we'll take it. Okay, heavy machine gun. We're going to combine these to get that heavy machine gun. Lock up our reinforced steel for now, in case it's another dodge. In case it's just another dodge elite, and I'll just go into the round. So it's not a dodge elite. It's just it's actually like a stay away elite, but my range is far enough where I get to stay outside of that ring pretty well. And hopefully some of these pops from the baby with a beard are just getting it. Now, once he does his transformation, then you really got to focus him, because this third one, he just spews. Yep, but was able to. Yeah, that third one, if your damage isn't good enough, it really spews those red balls, and you just, it fills the screen. But luckily, our damage was sufficient. Wasn't a concern. We could see our baby with a beard popping off. Not that it matters levels 1 to 20, but if you're going endless, baby with a beard is one of those things where it could actually be detrimental to your game in that the lag will become so bad. But you don't have to worry about that in 1 to 20 rounds, pretty much. Giant's Belt's great. I'm going to take it. Our crit chance isn't very high, so it's not. But Giant's Belt, especially if you could get it cursed, oh boy. It could go up to almost 2% per hit, and with our SMGs, if you're at a high crit percentage, you know, everything dies. So now if I'm looking for crit percent, now that I have the belt, I really want crit percent. So I'll see none of it. I'll still just take a purple heart, you know. Reinforced steel will take. Scope will take. I'm not going to buy the mouth this time. Better SMG will take. Lens will take. Better SMG will take. I'll lock these up. So because it's like by waiting 1 round on this, I'm getting it for free basically. That said, I will combine and grab the SMG now. Now I don't have a single cursed weapon, so there's that. But I think I'll be fine. I don't know that I have many cursed items actually, but such is life. I never saw a hook. The baby with the beards are helping, you know, AoE kind of thing. You know, everything pops and deals a significant amount of damage to the thing it popped on. You know, it might not kill it, but it does enough where it, you know, is like 1 to 2 hits from your SMG, just free. Like effectively damage, attack speed increase. Especially because, as I explained, SMG caps. So baby with a beard is kind of way to get around it, but you do have to kill the things. It's so late to take this mouse. It's so late to take this mouse. I'm going to sell it. If it was any earlier, I 100% take it. Plus 10 enemies is just where you want to be. But when I'm going into wave 20, I'd rather have the 42. Sell that. Attack speed's pretty nice. I really would like crit. I'll take the attack speed. Take scope. Take reinforced steel. Sell this. Take our chain gun. Now I can. I'm not going endless, so it just kind of makes sense to sell down. Although I am going to lose a decent amount of life by doing it, so I'm not going to just be silly about it. Maybe I'll do one more reroll if I see anything decent, like small magazine and a heavy machine gun. Which do I want to combine for heavy minigun? Or do I want to sell this off? Let's see. Heavy would give me, 2 heavies gives me plus 5%. So I'm going to sell this and buy this because now I have plus 5% more. And we'll just, I'm going to stop there. I'd rather have like whatever it is. I think the 4 life. What is it? For every 80? Yeah, so 4 life. I'd rather have the 4 extra HP than whatever I'm going to buy. So we'll just go in. We'll try to melt one of these early. Try to focus one. Yeah, they don't let you. But, okay, well, this guy's done. And then this guy's done. And there's the wave. So, did that one pretty handily. What, I think I finished wave 20 in about 8 seconds there, maybe less. But that's what, the ranged, the Ranger? Yeah, the Ranger. It's another don't get hit, stack up your damage potato. Hope this was fun. Have a good one.